Hi, I'm Richard with Barber School, and today I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman on my lunch break looking for a haircut. Now, your clients are going to be exactly that. They're going to be on their lunch break and they're going to need a haircut. But there's a lot of things specifically that you're going to need to know that have nothing to do with cutting hair. So, Mr. Hite, tell us, what are we going to be learning about today?
Today we're going to talk about the chair and the chair cloth, procedures and techniques, and using that because it's so important for barbers to know about the cloth and use it properly.
All right, so let's learn a few skills from Master Barber Tim Hite.
I want to talk to you a minute about the chair cloth. The chair cloth is something every barber uses and few barbers understand. I want you to understand the chair cloth. It has a right side and a wrong side. The inside of the cloth has to go against the customer. And so you have to decide, in a case like this, which is the inside and which is the outside. This is the inside. It's the inside because when I look at the hem here, that's where it comes together, and I can tell every time so I don't get mixed up. All I have to do is look at it, look for that, and put it on. When we apply the chair cloth, we're applying something to cover the customer and something to keep all the hair off him, so that when he's through and steps out of the chair, he's clean. He doesn't have to go home and take a shower. He doesn't itch after the haircut. A lot of men stop in during working hours. A lot of them come on lunchtime. A lot of them come on work time. And I'm teaching in the school how to do the best things, the things that bring the most money, the best people. And this is more important than any other one thing to bring the best people. So you use it like a matador uses his cape. You put the cloth on with a flourish like that from the side. It's over the arms. It's here. All the hairy part is here. The inside is clean. We never stand behind and throw anything over his head. Never anything. So the cloth goes on with you standing at the side near the front, and put it on so that it covers the chair, his legs, his shoulders, and now his neck. You've got to be careful that you put it on so it doesn't touch his neck, because if it does, you have to put it in the washing machine. You can only use it one time. The idea of this is the neck strip. This Sanek strip goes with the cape. The chair cloth, you can use it all day on all your customers and not wash it because of this cloth. It's stretchable, goes around the neck, above the collar. I have never turned the collar under, and I don't recommend that you turn the collar under. Now watch my thumb and fingers in the front. My thumbs are against his throat, and I take my fingers and lift the cloth up to that and pull the cloth around, all the way around to under his chin, so that when it's on to stay. And fasten it. Now what that does is it keeps this one over his shoulder and this all the way around so that it doesn't pop open here in the back. A lot of people put them behind and on each side, this side or this side, and it's in the way when you're working. So we put it under here, and it's out of the way, everything's secure, and this left side went over the right shoulder, and the right side went all the way around under the chin. Then you fold the neck strip down, and half should be inside the cloth and half outside the cloth. Almost all neck strips, when they're wrapped up, they're too loose. But you tighten it as tight as you can and ask the customer, is that okay? Is it too tight? Is it comfortable? He says, yeah, it's fine. Then you go ahead. But don't do it loose, do it tight. Notice his collar's not been turned under. He has a white shirt on and a tie. Top of his collar's right there. And so I have plenty of room here. I have that much space to cut the taper. People say I have to turn it under because it's up too high. It's not up too high to put the next strip on. You put it on right above it. When you get hair on the cloth, you don't need to dust it off every 4 or 5 seconds. What you take off the outside doesn't matter. It's what you're getting down here. You don't want to have it like a funnel in there and you're putting hair in. That's what it feels like to the customer. And he feels like he has to go home and take a shower. So what you do is you get this tight and worry about this, not about that. Now we're ready to begin because everything is covered. But as you work, he'll put his arms out and you have to cover it again. Keep it closed as you work. You're mindful of the cloth and working with the cloth as well as the hair all the whole time. We raise the chair. It's very important to raise the chair. Now listen and see if you can hear me raise the chair. Now that's pretty noiseless, isn't it? Now here's the way most people do this. It's very rough on the customer. It's rough on you. It's absolutely crazy to do it that way. You want to do it silently. Raise the chair to the proper level silently, without all the chatter and clatter of the chair being pumped up. And did you notice that as I did that, he bounced in the chair. The customer actually bounces as somebody pumps up that way. So don't even start that way and correct it later. Okay, now we have finished the haircut. We've kept him clean and we're ready to let him out of the chair. We do a thing that's called strumming. And the idea is, after you cut his hair, he has little cut hairs all up in here. And this hair is nowhere near as important as the hair on his head. He'll get out of the chair and go like this, strumming his hair like this and trying to get the hair all out. So this is called strumming. And strumming is done like this. It gets all of the little chopped hairs out. It not only is effective for getting the cut hair out, but it feels good too. And when you're through, the hair is on the cloth and then you comb his hair. Now, all the hair is here. If there's any hair, I don't see any hair, but if I saw any, I could dust it off, take the clip out, open the cloth and unfold this. Then I take the next strip, tear it, throw it away, and you see his collar is just fine, wasn't turned under. I pull it back like this and I clean up his neck all across here and dust it off. I don't take the cloth off now because I have not done something really critical. And that is, I've got to lower the chair and lock it. The only time the chair is lowered and locked is when man's getting in and getting out, and when I'm raising it and going to do a shave, I lock the chair. That's 3 times, when he's getting out, getting in, and I'm going to give a shave. And pick this up very carefully. If you do this correctly, all the hair is in the cloth. Bring it up, pick it up together, bring it over here, and so that the cloth doesn't touch the floor, you shake it lengthwise like this to get the hair out. The little things are what person notices, what they remember, and what makes them come back to you. They come in to you with a promise that you're going to do the job they want, and when you do, they come back and they want the same service every time. And you can do that because you have a routine that you go through, a procedure and techniques. Everything about this is to make the client feel comfortable. That's the ambiance. And most barbers don't know and pay attention to the chair cloth. So I want you to know from the very beginning how important the chair cloth is and the use of the chair cloth, and use it the way you should and have a good career.
So there you have it. This is how you leave a lasting impression with your clients. Practice this and make this part of your skill set. If you can get to know these skills, you'll leave a lasting impression with your clients and separate yourself from your competition. So watch this over and over, practice it as many times as needed. I'm Richard, and we'll see you next time.